Okay, it's going to be sort of a little rant stroke gripe, I suppose, because I'm answering a question that I get asked a lot, and that is, why don't you improve the quality of your videos and your sound? Now, when I first started doing this, it's very true, they were just appalling. I had a look at some recently and they're so bad that you can't listen to them unless you listen through only one channel, because the other channel buzzes continually. Now that's because I did it on a really old camera that I happened to have lying around, and I did it on an old PC, and they're awful, they're really awful. And every now and then I think about taking them down or redoing them, but I leave them there because there's quite a lot of good information there and there's a lot of good comments on them, so I leave them there. But I think about taking them down or redoing them every now and then. But over the time I've been doing this, I have taken various comments on board because various people have suggested things to me and I've tried to take those on board. And over time, the quality of the video has actually improved, and I think quite markedly. They're quite watchable. I do things like include all of the description for the processors comes in the description box underneath the video. And sometimes I get asked a question where it's clear you haven't read the description box. But I put it in the description box very, very often. Things like the references, the recipes, they're in the description box. You just have to look. When I realised that people weren't looking at the description box, what I tend to do now is put up a sort of like little screen here and bubble note to pop up on the screen to tell you what I've just told you. So I'm trying to make these a lot better and pass that information out there to the degree that I think it's worth it. Now, this channel really is about getting like-minded people together who want to work together to make a better world and to do it for free, just because of the joy of doing it. And that's one of the reasons I do this. I'm trying to share information and knowledge, experience, processes with everybody, so we all have a chance at doing this stuff. Now, obviously, that brings a lot of people out who make suggestions to me, and I pass those suggestions on to you, or we'll be discussing something and I'll tell you the discussions, and it's all part of that group that I think we're creating on this channel of willing workers, people who want to do this stuff just to help. And that's the main rationale for the channel. Now, given that's the rationale for the channel, the video quality only has to be sufficient for you to be able to do that. And so, at some stage or other, we reach a point at which I'm not going to spend money on video equipment. And we're pretty much at that stage. I mean, I know a lot of the videos that I make are a bit echoey, and it would be nice if I could kill the echo. But I put stuff on the screen and in the description to take care of that echo. Now, somebody suggested a radio mic to me, and I did buy a radio mic actually and give it a go. It just didn't work for me. So I've got this radio mic sitting around that cost me a few pounds, and I just don't use it. Now, most of my videos are actually made with this. It's just a webcam. I use a webcam, and I use Microsoft Movie Maker to edit them and put them together. And other people say, will I do a HD video? Well, no, because a HD video requires a huge amount of time to upload it onto YouTube. If I try to upload an 8-minute HD video from here, it takes something like 6 hours for me to upload it to YouTube. So it's not going to happen. And it takes about half an hour to an hour to upload them as it is. I'm not going to just sit around for 6 hours waiting for this thing to upload because it's in HD. So it's highly unlikely that's going to happen. It's highly unlikely that any improvement beyond minor things are going to happen. Now, I do listen and take on board what comments I can and what comments I think are appropriate. But I have had some people write to me telling me how to set up a full video studio. And you have to realise that this channel's free. This channel is just me sharing knowledge. It's not like your television. It's not a professional video production, nor is it ever likely to be. Now, as it happens, I've got somewhere near 7,000 subscribers. And when I hit 10,000 subscribers, YouTube allows me to charge for the channel. I can actually make a charge. I can make a choice between whether I charge for it or not charge for it. Now, I'd like the channel to remain free. If I actually bothered to charge for it, then of course I would up the video quality, because I'm charging for the channel. You're now being entertained as opposed to being informed. But I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to become an entertainer. I want to be somebody who informs and somebody who shares, not somebody who entertains. So there comes a payoff point at which the video and sound quality is going to remain sufficient to be able to do that and not good enough to entertain you. And that's the way it's going to be, I'm afraid, because those are the choices that I make. Don't want to charge you, don't want to entertain you. I do want to help inform everybody and inform each other and create a community where we help. But I'm not an entertainer, I'm not a video producer. Now, if you are a video producer and you're watching this and you're thinking, I tell you what, I'll be able to do a better job than that with him, then by all means come down and we can do it together and you can video me doing these demonstrations and we can do a really good job. But we're not likely to charge for them, so you'd only be doing it for free, just like I'm doing it for free. If you don't like the quality of the video because you're not entertained enough, then your option is quite simple. Just don't bother watching them. Go somewhere else where you're going to be entertained. Here I think you're being informed, and I think the information is there of sufficient quality that you can access it. And to be honest, that's pretty much good enough for me. Anyway, I know it's a bit of a rant, and thank you very much for watching.